Most people believe weight loss is 50% diet and 50% exercise, but this assumption is incorrect. The truth is that diet and exercise together only account for 25% of the weight loss equation. Another 25% comes from getting quality sleep, while the remaining 50% depends on consistency. Many people put in hard work at the gym and follow strict diets, yet they struggle to see results because they neglect other crucial factors like sleep, stress management, and long-term adherence to a plan. Without consistency, even the best diet and exercise routine will fail. The key takeaway is that weight loss is not just about what you eat or how often you exercise. It is about creating a system that allows you to sustain healthy habits over time. Step 1. Setting yourself up for success. Finding your motivation. Most people start their weight loss journey with a trigger moment. This could be seeing someone in great shape, noticing an unflattering picture of themselves, or realizing their clothes no longer fit. This initial motivation is powerful, but it fades quickly. The problem with relying on motivation is that it is temporary. Once the excitement wears off, people fall back into old habits. This is why it is important to move beyond motivation and develop a solid plan that ensures long-term success. Setting realistic and measurable goals. Weight loss goals should be specific, realistic, and measurable. Instead of saying, "I want to lose weight," set a goal like, "I will lose 5 pounds by July 1st and another 5 pounds by August 1st. A timeline adds accountability and keeps you focused. Unrealistic goals, such as losing 20 pounds in 2 weeks, lead to frustration and failure. Sustainable weight loss happens at a rate of 1 to 2 pounds per week. A well-planned approach increases the likelihood of success. Creating a simple, sustainable plan. Many people fail because they complicate their weight loss plans. Instead of trying extreme diets or intense workout regimens, start with small, manageable changes. For example, instead of eating a high-calorie breakfast, swap it for a 1-mile jog followed by a meal of strawberries and boiled eggs. These small but effective changes add up over time and make weight loss easier to maintain. Preparing in advance. One of the biggest reasons people fail at weight loss is poor preparation. If unhealthy food is readily available, it becomes difficult to resist temptation. To set yourself up for success, remove junk food from your home, prep healthy meals in advance so they are easy to grab, and keep nutritious snacks on hand to avoid impulse eating. Making healthy choices easy and unhealthy choices inconvenient increases the chances of staying on track. Step 2. Handling temptation and willpower. Temptation is inevitable. There will be times when you are invited to a party with unhealthy food, go to a restaurant with high-calorie options, or crave something sweet late at night. Learning to handle these moments is crucial for long-term success. Dangerous diet mistakes to avoid. Many people make small but destructive decisions that sabotage their progress. Some of the most common mistakes include: one cheat meal won't hurt. While one meal may not seem like a big deal, it often leads to a downward spiral. I'll start tomorrow. This mindset encourages procrastination and prevents real progress. I'll just skip my next meal. Skipping meals often leads to overeating later in the day. Maybe I'll start bulking instead. This is an excuse to abandon the weight loss journey altogether. Recognizing these thought patterns and avoiding them will help maintain progress. How to resist temptation. Practice saying no to unhealthy choices. The more often you refuse junk food, the easier it becomes. Avoid situations that trigger overeating. If certain social settings encourage bad habits, limit your exposure. Develop strong habits so that healthy choices become automatic. Willpower is limited, but habits last. Instead of relying on discipline alone, create an environment that supports success. Step 3. Making fat loss easier. Tracking progress correctly. Many people get discouraged because they weigh themselves daily and see fluctuations. Weight naturally varies due to water retention, food intake, and hormonal changes. The best way to track progress is through weekly weigh-ins instead of daily weigh-ins, progress pictures taken once a month, and measurements of waist, hips, and other key areas. Fat loss happens internally before it becomes visible. Staying patient and trusting the process is essential. Understanding the science of fat loss. Weight loss is simple in theory. Eat fewer calories than you burn. If you burn 2,000 calories per day but eat only 1,700, you will lose weight. However, reducing calorie intake too much can backfire. Eating too few calories, like 1,200 or less per day, slows metabolism and makes weight loss harder to sustain. The best approach is a moderate calorie deficit that allows steady, sustainable fat loss. Why online calorie calculators are not always accurate. Many people rely on calorie calculators to determine how much they should eat. However, these tools provide estimates, not exact numbers. Factors that affect metabolism include high cortisol levels, which are stress-related, low estrogen or testosterone, and thyroid issues. If weight is not dropping, reduce intake by 200 to 300 calories and monitor progress for another week. If no change occurs, adjust again. Step 4. Improving your diet for fat loss. Calorie counting versus estimating. Some people track calories precisely using food scales and apps. Others estimate portions. The problem with estimating is that most people underestimate calorie intake. A meal that seems like 300 calories may actually be 500 or more. A better approach is to assume if a meal looks like 300 calories, it is probably closer to 500. If a meal seems like 800 calories, assume it is 1,000. This method prevents accidental overeating. Choosing the right foods. For fat loss, focus on calories and protein intake. Foods to limit excess fats like oils, butter, salad dressings, and nuts due to their high calorie content. Refined carbohydrates like processed snacks, fast food, and sugary drinks. Instead, opt for lean proteins like chicken, fish, and tofu, vegetables and whole grains, and healthy fats in moderation. Step 5. Losing fat without counting calories. Not everyone wants to track calories. Fortunately, fat loss is still possible without it. Ways to lose fat without counting calories. Eat whole, unprocessed foods. Avoid junk food and sugary snacks. Compare food volume. 200 calories of Oreos is a tiny amount, but 200 calories of strawberries is a full plate. Many people snack out of boredom rather than hunger. Identifying true hunger signals helps prevent overeating. Bonus weight loss hacks, diet tips. 1. Drink more water. Sometimes thirst is mistaken for hunger. 2. Stop delaying. Start now instead of saying, I'll begin tomorrow. 3. Avoid liquid calories from soda, juice, and milkshakes. 4. Use low-calorie food swaps like egg whites, peanut butter powder, and keto bread. 5. Enhance flavor with zero-calorie condiments and spices. 6. Use diet soda to curb sweet cravings if necessary. Eating strategies. 1. Eat high-volume, fiber-rich foods that keep you full longer. 2. Eat 3 to 5 meals per day to avoid long hunger gaps. 3. Time your biggest meal for when you feel the hungriest. 4. Try intermittent fasting. Eating within a 4 to 8 hour window can reduce calorie intake naturally. Final takeaways. Weight loss is not about perfection, but consistency. Diet, exercise, and sleep all play a role, but self-discipline matters most. Sustainable habits lead to long-term success, while extreme diets and short-term motivation lead to failure. Focus on progress, not perfection. Small, smart food swaps and daily habits make weight loss effortless over time.